Starting recording.
Start recording. Start recording.
Recording.
Start recording. Start recording. Start recording. Start recording. Ooh, no. Recording. Start recording. Yeah.
Okay, now that we've done the start recording dance, I know nothing about what's going on here. Somebody else talk.
What's happening? Why are we here?
It's St. Patrick's Day!
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay!
We're bringing back, our usual St. Patrick's Day where we have a whole bunch of shorts that we make fun of. And they're usually either Ireland-themed, Ireland-themed, alcohol-themed. Unfortunately, a lot of them are alcohol themed because there's a lot more alcohol. Unfortunately, Ireland themed. Unfortunately, this first one is about Ireland. It's one of the March of Time, I think it's called, the old newsreel.
Official War Department reconditioning. What?
There's words. Should somebody read them?
It's absolutely not for entertainment, so don't you dare enjoy this.
Too late!
Oh, can't tell me what to do.
The editor of Time Life presents the March of Time.
So we're doing this because St. Patrick's Day is in March, right? That's
It's true. It's true.
Okay. Ireland.
One of the most fabled countries of the Western world is Ireland, a body of land about the size of South Carolina, yet the home of a legendary and literature everywhere known and loved.
Sheep.
An estimated 15 million Americans trace their ancestry to this little island with its long and tragic history. For centuries, all of Ireland was held in subjection to the British. But in 1922, the part of Ireland now known as Eire gained its independence, while Northern Ireland, predominantly Protestant, remained within the United Kingdom.
Give it back!
A mistake that's soon to be rectified.
Belfast, a thoroughly modern city of 440,000 people. Vigorous
I have a lot of
aggressive,
thoughts about that.
Belfast has built itself up to its present position in less than 100
Only it
years.
happened 7 years ago.
Huzzah!
Why is he wearing
From
hood
the
mitts?
important Irish linen industry, Belfast is also famed throughout the world for its shipyards, where some of Britain's great ocean liners have been built.
Such as the Titanic. It's true.
It's true, no, I was... beat me
We're
to
just
it.
stating that.
That's facts.
Many of Ulster's Protestants are known as Orangemen, through their ancestors' loyalty to William of Orange, King of England 2.5 centuries ago.
Oh, I'm getting political up in this bee.
Oh, jeez. Stay out of her
As
way.
in olden days, Orangemen turn out in full regalia each 12th of July to celebrate the Battle of the Boyne, William's signal victory over the Catholic House of Stuart.
Boing.
They're gonna milk that for everything it's worth, aren't they?
They still do.
That's all they got.
That's all they have.
Yep.
That's all they ever will have.
But Northern Ireland's pride and its loyalty to Britain is more than matched by the pride of Eire across the border in
Loyalty.
its newly won independence.
loyalty.
In the free and sovereign state of Eire, so different from Northern Ireland in politics and religion, independence is first in the thought and speech of every citizen.
We're not going to actually let them talk. Oh, never mind.
Independence we have been battling for through centuries. Our nationalism is still too much in our thoughts to make worrying about the rest of the world a major concern of ours. Freedom has brought no riches to Ireland. We have lived too long and too intimately with poverty to be rid of it in a few short years.
If only you could get some of those pots of gold.
And the southern counties have little in the way of
We know how tricky that is.
But in every market town where the
Yeah, well,
farmers
wait
go to
until
sell their
they
beets or their
rejoin the
produce,
EU.
to drive their bargains for a few shillings a
England doesn't, and
There's
then
talk of Ireland's
we're gonna see
future
how quickly
and the
those
politics.
winds change.
For if this land is poor, it is still ours to make or mar.
He's looking a little
To
sheepish.
Irishmen in every land, Ireland's
It's
very
just
names
one
are
sheep,
magical.
just like with like 20
Connemara
legs.
and Galway, Killarney, Donegal, and Innisfail.
Sheep king.
Names that live in the laments of poets who have sung to sweeten Ireland's wrong.
And limericks to embarrass everyone.
Yet few of them there are on the outside who would care to trade places with Ireland's farmers, and they toiling and working from the rising of the
Lassie,
sun
don't
to
fear
its
the
setting,
reaper.
to till the soil that bore them. But spare as the living yielded by our land, we Irish have fought again and again to set it free, to make our farms and cottages our own, and Ireland's own. Through centuries of want and oppression, we Irish have learned that few things are easily won or easily held, be it a roof over our heads, or wool to clothe us, or a fire on the hearth to warm the children, or freedom to live in our own way.
That's specific, child, but you know, in general.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting a little emotional.
Strong is most Irishmen of
Well,
the
it's-
church St. Patrick brought to Ireland.
It's a good
from
speech, you know?
Rome in the 3rd century.
No, it really was.
As
Man.
Yates wrote of the parish priest. But Father John
I'm not
went up,
kidding.
and Father John went
Getting
down.
very emotional.
And he wore small holes in his shoes,
like
and
no
he wore
notes.
large holes in his gown. All loved him, only the Shawneen, whom the devils have by the hair. From the wives and the cats and the children, to the birds in the white of the air. In Ireland, religious faith is no mere convention, for deep in the Celtic nature is a hunger for the things of the spirit.
Just watch out for snakes.
Most of our people are Catholics, but freedom of worship is complete, and church and state are separate by our constitution. Maynooth College carries on the traditions of those Irish scholars who kept Roman culture alive throughout Europe's dark ages. The priests it educates go
Especially
out
the
to every
togas.
corner of Ireland, not alone to keep strong the piety of our people, but to shape their moral thinking as well. The Irish family that sends a son to Maynooth may forever after hold up its head in the presence of its neighbors.
Huge class,
There
wow.
is no higher calling among the young men of
Say,
Ireland.
that's a lot to manage. Just
And for 15 centuries, men of God have been helping to form the character of the Irish people, their faith, their culture, and their way of life.
Their faith and their begorra.
Today, Ireland's people who have known so much of tragedy and bloodshed are at peace.
The
Race
Southern
Week at
Irish.
Leopardstown still
Yeah.
brings out all of Dublin
most
and
of them.
thousands from all over the land to put a few bob on the winner. A love of horses comes as easy to the Irish as politics, for the breeding and racing of horses has for hundreds of years been at once a hobby and a livelihood to many of them.
Yeah,
And
we
it's in
don't
our
do
nature to
horse
take a
racing
chance.
anymore. Kind of frowned on.
probably, you know, it's
I don't know about you, but I still put money on the ponies.
It's true.
I actually own
Other
0.0001%
sports have
of
gone
one.
on undisturbed in
Kentucky
Ireland
Derby winner.
while the world has been at war.
Wow.
When we go by the thousands to the great football and hurling matches and sit or stand packed together while the game goes on, we have a sense of our unity and our nationality.
Looks like a carpet. Just
And drunk hooligans rip off all of their clothes and run across the field. They are true Irish boys, and we are proud of them.
Prime Minister of Era is New York-born Eamon de Valera, hero of the Irish Rebellion and one-time mathematics professor. Today, he continues to voice the program he launched in 1932 to make his country economically self-sufficient.
The political aim is to secure the unity of Ireland and its international recognition as a sovereign state. The economic aim is to make the country as self-sufficing as is reasonably possible. In all our work, it will be noticed that there is deliberately a strong bias towards rural rather than city life.
Under De Valera's
The greatest of
land
orators,
settlement scheme,
but his heart's in the
Irish
right
families
place.
in great numbers were moved from the stony lands in the west of Ireland onto the fertile areas which the landlords had once reserved for their livestock.
No, I
With
expected to
government
be more grain.
encouragement, Era's wheat acreage has been more
Yeah,
than
it's a little
doubled
gray.
over a period of
Hold
5
on.
years.
Hang on. And there.
Okay, that's
Irish
better.
bacon
Better?
and hams are
Better?
famed for their
Now the
sale
pigs are
the
green.
world over. And the meat packing
What do
industry
you-
has continued
Where do you
to
think
grow.
green ham comes
All
from?
right, fine, fine.
To many parts
You've
of
lost
the
your
world
green
goes condensed
privileges.
milk from the government
Oh.
plant in Limerick, in the heart of one of the world's richest pasture lands. And other dairy products.
This
such
is what
as
we
butter,
call a
are
cow.
constantly improving in quality through scientific methods
I mean,
developed
Irish
in
butter
Era's
is the best
agricultural
butter.
schools and
I,
Pretty good
I
butter.
will pay extra for it.
Oh yeah, so did I.
For fuel,
Get Kerrygold?
Era largely
Kerrygold?
depends on the peat bogs, which cover
I
one
have some
seventh of
downstairs
its
right
land.
now.
In developing peat resources, the cutting of turf by manual labor is being supplemented by new methods and new machinery.
Well, maybe not
that
this,
guy.
but
In
it's
the
not this
factories
one.
of
But
County Kildare, macerated peat is compressed into briquettes for marketing.
We do all of this for Pete's sake.
I was
Today,
going to say
Era is
that.
becoming increasingly industrialized. To its old industries, such as brewing, many new and important ones have been added. The Ford assembly plant in Cork, with a pre-war capacity of over 12,000 cars a year, is an industrial asset to Era, now that peace has come in Europe.
How'd that work out for you? That's not their fault. That's on us.
Another important peacetime industry is rubber. Dunlop, the inventor of the rubber tire, was a Dubliner, who long confined his activities to England.
Oh man, OSHA
because
could have a
Dubliners
field
objected
day
to the
here.
smell
I'm
of
just
rubber
saying.
factories.
Wow.
An important product of the Dunlop plant in Cork has been rubber boots. This county, too, produces thousands of shoes each year.
Well, I'm glad they're no longer
Greatest
like leaving
factor
it
of
to
all in
like
building
little
the new
little
Ireland has been the Shannon hydroelectric
little
scheme in
gnomes
Limerick,
to make shoes
which
anymore.
furnishes the
I
power
think
that makes
we were
all these
overworking
new
them.
industries possible. Power from the river Shannon, largest river in all Ireland or Great Britain. Endowed by the state at a cost of £10 million, the great project at Ardnacrusha took 4,000 men 4 years to build.
That was a lot of money.
Required
back then.
75,000 tons of machinery, 11,000 tons of steelwork, 65,000 tons of cement.
Wow.
And 8 giant
Today, the
pipes.
Shannon scheme, with its far-reaching power lines, supplies much of Era with cheap electricity. In the first 7 years, use of electricity in Irish homes and industries more than trebled.
Waffles,
Yum yum.
toast.
Thus, throughout the 26
Yeah,
counties,
toast.
the government's economic program is well
You're
underway.
gonna have something to put the Kerrygold
Modern
on.
industry firmly established
true.
in a country which, a generation ago, was almost purely agricultural.
So soft.
An important part of the government's social program is the erection of new hospitals. For Ireland has long held a proud
He said
position as a medical
hospital.
centre. It was in Ireland 200 years ago that the first maternity hospital in any English-speaking country was built, largely due to the efforts of a famed and benevolent Irish physician, Dr. Bartholomew Moss.
Now we wash the baby and get ready for the soup to be made.
Oh no.
One of the most cherished projects of the new era is a vast national housing scheme. Thousands of thatched cottages are giving way to new and modern homes. Unsightly slums are being replaced by modern blocks of apartments to meet Ireland's housing needs.
By modern slums.
Proud of its new nationhood, Era has restored ancient Gaelic as the national language. Under the guidance of a prime minister who is a Gaelic scholar as well as a mathematician, it has become the language of primary instruction in Era's schools.
See, that was probably not the best direction, but
For this revival of the time-honored speech of Ireland's people is counted on to strengthen the sense of national unity. Today, a new generation is growing up whose natural speech is that of Ireland's early literature and civilization. Eamon de Valera, pursuing his dream of a self-sufficient and peaceful era, has succeeded in maintaining his nation's complete independence. Biggest international problem before de Valera and his nation in recent times was the question of whether to join with Britain against the Axis in World War II. Eira's position as a sovereign state
It's kind of a
left
problem
her
that I'm
free to
actually
make her own
interested.
decision.
Yeah.
But between Fianna Fáil, led by de Valera, and the Fine Gael, the opposition party, long led by William Cosgrave,
I'm having a
there
little.
was no
I don't want
difference
to
of
dunk
opinion
on them.
the issue of neutrality.
They're hardworking people. They're doing their
95%
thing.
of Eira's people were convinced
I mean,
that to
my
enter the war on
ancestors
Britain's
were
side
Scottish,
would
so
have
of
been to
course,
betray the cause of
obviously,
independence to which
fuck
Ireland's
them.
heroes
But
devoted their
it's a
lives.
begrudging
Men
fuck
like
them.
Daniel O'Connell, who won for Ireland religious emancipation. Hugh O'Neill, the rebel Earl of Tyrone. Michael Collins, hero of Eira's revolution. And the lost leader, Parnell.
And Carrot Top.
Thus, Ireland's
Oh,
unhappy
God.
history under British rule was an important factor in Eira's decision to remain neutral. A decision which the freedom-loving nations of the world found difficult to comprehend. But those who would understand this proud and sensitive people, today and in the future, should look not to logic, but to the poetry of the Irish.
The world wears on to sundown, and love is lost and won. But he recks not of loss or gain, the King of Ireland's son. He follows on forever, when all your chase is done. He follows after
Oh, they have a
shepherds,
lot of sheep.
the King of Ireland's son.
You think
There
they make
once
that
was a
tune?
man from Nantucket.
Oh no,
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
Yay.
No, I got emotional there. Like that's I mean, I know you.
Oh, no. Wait.
no! You're not using it without permission.
No.
Oh shit! Run!
Oh no. I'm one of those Americans where my grandfather came over in the 1950s from Ireland, actually from Northern Ireland, from Derry, and my grandmother was actually born in the U.S., but her parents were not. They were born in Ireland and Wales, respectively, and my grandparents actually met on the boat because my great grandparents had sent my grandmother to Ireland to meet the family after she turned 18, and on the way back, when my grandfather was immigrating, that's how my grandparents met. So I would not be here if it wasn't for, Irish immigration. But it was just, I was just getting emotional because I know that one thing they both wanted to see was the reunification, and unfortunately, both of them have passed. And if it does happen, which I mean, hopefully, in my lifetime, but I'm just, sad that it couldn't happen in theirs. But no, it's a beautiful country, and it's on my number one place to visit. That if I ever get around to actually getting a stamp on my passport that has not had any stamps on it, that's where I'd go. But I was just getting emotional. I was talking about it's like, yeah,
Because I have very deep Scottish ties, I both have a inherent built-in automatic dislike of the Irish, but a grudging respect for its the game, the kilt game recognized kilt game.
there
So
you go.
and fuck the English. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they haven't done chef's kiss an excellent job of fucking themselves. So
I mean, it's still
Wow.
ongoing. It is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Just down the tube. Just in the past 10 years, it's been like, holy crap.
Nobody thought this through. That boy Joe.
Joe, quote unquote.
Produced by Chicago Film Laboratory Inc. It was built
That
in
judge is
lab.
done.
Yep, music done. Good golly.
Joseph Hastings, I order that you be held without charge and that your case be turned over to the juvenile authorities. Next case.
But I'm 40! Oh, okay.
Well, that's the problem. You were attending a junior high.
Oh.
Joseph Hastings.
Just went down the hall.
He
It's
lives
fine.
out on the west side. Burglary.
So,
He was arrested last night after breaking into the Mackeson warehouse on Walnut Street. Another boy got away. They were taking cigarettes and other merchandise. Here's the paper, sir.
awfully calm about this.
All right,
Just
officer. Sit down, Joe.
Joe's never had a cigarette in his life. Look at that kid.
Come on, back
Well,
in this day,
what
even
happened to you?
6-year-olds had a 2-pack-a-day habit.
Want to tell me about it?
Fair.
That's what I'm here for. What do you say, Joe?
Well, I don't know it. Oh, it was a crazy thing to do. I don't know what to say.
Well, then,
Did
suppose
somebody hit
I
this
ask
kid with
you
the
a few
shovel?
questions.
Look at his face.
You've never been in
Yeah, I
trouble
was just
before.
thinking.
That is, you've never been
he's-
arrested before.
That's right, Judge.
That's right,
Well,
I've
even
never
the-
been
What about your
caught.
family, Joe?
Even the
Your
judge
father
has a
and
must
mother.
have face.
Oh, they're swell.
yeah, it's like it's hard to tell if
Now,
it's
don't
if
worry
those are
about
his lips
that.
or a mustache.
Have you got any brothers or sisters?
Got a cat lip.
I have a kid sister, Betty.
And you and Betty have good times together?
She's only
Oh.
27.
My folks are swell. They let Betty and I do just about what we please.
Just
Because
about
they're in an
the-
old folks' home.
Please, Joe? What do you mean by that?
Well, we can go out when we want to and do what we want to and go wherever we want to. Just anything, Judge.
Just
We
anything,
could dance
Joe?
if we want to. We
You
could leave our
mean
friends
You
behind.
could go anywhere you wanted
And if your
to?
friends don't dance,
Anytime you wanted to?
then they're no friends of
Any kind
mine.
a place? Even down to Mackeson's warehouse for cigarettes?
Oh, no, not that. We could do what we wanted to, but
Anything but that,
not
no.
that.
Do you smoke, Joe?
I mean, they got better cigarettes on the east side, don't you know?
Are you on the school team?
No, I didn't make it.
Do the fellows on the team smoke?
Oh, no, the coach won't let him.
But you do, Joe.
Well, all the
Yes,
fellas.
team. Yes.
All the
The
fellows
school team.
who can't make the team.
Yes, Judge. I guess you can't smoke and win.
I mean, what kind of a team?
Why did you go to the warehouse, Joe?
The school team.
Well,
Oh, the school team.
we just didn't have anything to do or something. No,
The
I
debate
don't know,
team.
Judge.
All right, Joe. And now, what about school? Have you been attending regularly? Oh, playing
Not since
hooky,
they
then.
cut me from the
With
team.
whom? Come on, tell me about it.
Well, I have a pal. He's in my class, and we never have a place to go. So we meet after school, and we just sort of hang around
Sweater
together.
vest.
Oh, Bob is smart. He's been around and knows a couple of things. He's the only guy I know who is a pal.
But what about
Just
your
two
dad,
things.
Joe?
Well, he's
Just two.
all right.
Just two.
But with Bob, it's different. He understands. Oh, we're pals, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
okay.
Is that why you were both
I mean, it's
outside
fine,
the
but
warehouse?
you know.
Who said he was there? I never did. Oh, what if we did smoke?
Wow.
What if we did have a beer?
Oh, so you had some beer.
Who said anything about beer?
Before you
You're
went out
We're
the
going to have to
warehouse.
add that to your
Look,
charges
Judge,
now.
Bob and I didn't mean
really
any
gotta
harm.
stop, kid.
We had a couple of beers at a
Just
tavern.
keep
and
on
ran out
digging.
of cigarettes.
Keep
Should've
just
let him
needed-
know.
Where to get
digging.
some, so
We just
guess
needed
what?
a drink after we
Went
killed
down
that
to the Mackeson
hobo.
warehouse and helped
mean-
ourselves to cigarettes.
Wait.
Just as we were coming out of the place, they caught us. Bob, I mean my pal, he got away. But they caught
You've
him.
already implicated him. It's too late.
Well, Joe, by catching you this first time, it may never happen again. Now, just a minute.
Because
I've
we'll
asked
be
your
in jail.
parents to come down here. They're in the waiting room now. They're awfully unhappy about this.
Oh, damn.
John, will you ask
He's
Mr.
taking
and
off
Mrs.
his belt
Hastings
as
to
we
step in
speak.
here, please?
Yes, sir.
I think the parents are probably just upset they're getting their private time taken up.
Wow, that is a hat. Wow.
Ooh.
You interrupted my Shriners meeting.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know you're upset. But the object of the juvenile court is to give help in cases like this. About this son of yours.
And
He's a
by
good
help,
boy.
we mean prison.
Why do you suppose he's been playing hooky?
Now I'm gonna get paid to send him to a private one.
What? Now, just a minute. You act as if Joe's playing hooky from school were on trial here, but it's not. That's one thing. Joe's here on a charge of burglary, and that's quite a different matter. You didn't know that he'd played hooky from school, and you didn't know that he'd robbed a warehouse. Joe didn't become a burglar suddenly. Bob and the places they went together had something to do with it. Why did he go to those places?
Oh.
Did you know where he was going?
So long, folks. See you later.
Nope.
What was that?
And your
I didn't
daughter?
know, dear.
Do you know where she goes?
Just walking out
Bye,
in a suit.
Mother. I'm going out now.
Are they scouts?
How do you like my raspberry
Do they
beret?
go to Sunday school?
What do scouts have to do with this?
And Sunday school.
In all my experience, I've had
Because
no
they don't
Boy
have any
Scouts
religion.
and no Girl Scouts in my
Oh.
court. And what's
Yeah,
more,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
no young
Yep.
people
Separation of church
who
and state,
attend
asshole.
Sunday school regularly were ever brought in here.
Why, Judge,
Nope, that's
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
fake.
BS.
Yup.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not
Uh-huh,
kill.
yeah. Sure.
Really?
Thou shalt.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Okay,
said
okay,
those
honey,
for
that's
a
enough.
long time.
I agree with J. Edgar Hoover that every child should be taught the golden rule.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No.
And how they apply in our modern life.
Not the Hoover.
Judge,
Yeah,
we were doing everything we
Ask him
could
about
to
his
make them
private
better.
life. Why'd you do
They
that?
have their friends in a couple times a year.
Well, you know,
We try
if
to
the
make
kitten
them
heel
all feel at
fits.
home. We serve beer.
That's so much better than going to the taverns.
Mrs. Hastings, I assure you, I know what you mean.
What?
You have only the thought of keeping your children near you, in the home. But what you both forget is, it's not where you drink, but what you drink that counts. In your living room or in any
Goodness
public
sake,
place,
get him a lager!
no matter what you call it, alcohol is alcohol.
Or at least some good
Whether
whiskey, I mean,
beer, wine,
the
or
quality stuff, not this stupid
Beer,
beer you've
isn't
been
it?
giving him.
The National Safety Council
Is
has
it
found
at least
the amount
an
of alcohol in
IPA?
a glass or two of beer is enough to interfere with good judgment and make some safe drivers. In the same way it interferes with and changes
Sure
everyday
can't
judgment
drive.
and makes people do things they wouldn't otherwise do. Such as Joe going down to that warehouse. He knew that was wrong.
Actually, no, it just loosens your inhibitions to do things
what
you've
about your
always
daughter?
wanted to do.
But, Judge, our
want
son
Betty
is
in here, too?
37 years old.
I never thought beer hurt me any. We thought we were doing right.
You have a responsibility for Joe.
Oh,
and
honey.
Oh, my
You have
God.
a
Me am not
You can
think,
give them
drink,
every
make
opportunity.
dumb.
Crime begins in little things.
Me
For
am
instance, I
senator.
recall at a high school tournament, visiting students did $300 damage to furniture. They forgot good manners. They didn't know the golden rule. Lack of respect for the rights of others leads to crimes like stealing.
Judge, what about our children today? What more can we do?
Young people don't want to get
Who
in
are
trouble.
they?
They want fun and
What are their
companionship.
names?
Boy like Joe isn't really underneath a bad youth. Often, he's very good. He has courage, imagination, sensitivity.
Too good.
Youth, young people everywhere bubble with ideas.
Oh, meth
In many
lab.
places,
Okay.
they've organized to express ideas, to better
Ah,
their
the leave
own
of heaven.
communities, their own lives.
Don't
Youth
worry,
is
we're going to be
active,
cutting all of
eager
these
to learn,
classes for
eager
sports.
to accomplish, to do things for itself.
Which he can't
There
be
are
on because
ways
he's been
they
thrown
may be
off
helped.
the team.
There are many existing
Oh,
agencies
well.
that can assist youth in its search for wholesome.
So
Party
apparently at one
activities.
point in time they used to teach white people how to dance.
In the church, with its teachings and its leadership,
Oh, they put
with
a
its
stop to that. Oh,
activities,
yeah.
its opportunities. Youth
Dancing
seeks
is
and
forbidden.
finds those things it expects and wants of the world. Do you know that J. Edgar Hoover says that there would be practically no crime among youth if young people attended Sunday school regularly during their formative years?
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
He was full of shit.
Every day
Yeah,
to
J. Edgar
every youth
Hoover
is his
is.
home.
Let me tell
the
you about
expert. Let me
another.
In the home,
There's a
every
young
home,
up and coming
proper
comedian
influence, a good
who's
example
got a lot of
must
great
be
thoughts
present.
about this.
That's
His name is
apparently
Bill Cosby, and
your job. The children should have in the home the right environment and example to learn good manners and develop good habits. It's the parents'
The
job to
tiniest
ensure
table
the home
possible.
knows responsibilities
Hey,
and
I'm
activities
teaching my kids to hold their liquor.
that will make fine characters.
no one will ever
The
find
home is
the
the center
body.
of the child's life. In fairness to them, it should be morally and socially rich. So, you see, it's up to all of us, to you and to me, to adults.
That whole
and
house probably cost about
you can
7
send
weeks
Joe
worth
and
of
Betty
pay
safely
back then.
forth into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You ask
They
only a
probably
chance.
ordered it out of a Sears
It wants to
catalog and
achieve.
put it together themselves.
It is justly proud and hopeful and courageous.
Right through the window, just like
Youth
that.
holds
Yes.
its head
Now you
high.
try.
It looks to a better world.
That kid's got some amazing hair.
Oh, good. You broke a pane.
John, now that we have a plan, we can really make a home.
Well, with this new outlook, you can give Joe and Betty a better opportunity in life.
And you don't have a
I'm going to
plan?
give
What are you
a chance
talking
to make
about?
Joe's life a little better. I'm going to return him to your custody
They're gonna remember, they're gonna send them to Sunday school and make them someone else's
I want
problem.
to talk to him alone. He'll meet you in the outer office in a few
Oh, jeez, no, no.
Wow.
No.
No, no, don't do that.
Well, it was nice knowing you, son. Bye.
Bye. Don't leave me.
Do you know how to grab
Now,
your
Joe,
own ankles with your
This
hands,
is just
Joe?
between us. Before you started for the Mackeson warehouse, you had some beer. That's right.
I'm starting a new program.
That's one
It's called the
reason why you
Suicide Squad.
The alcohol in the beer dulls your judgment. And you did what otherwise you would have known to be wrong. Keep away from it.
If you had been sober, you would have known that Mackeson has alarms.
It's an enemy.
If you'd gone down 2
Never
doors
a
to the
friend.
Johnson warehouse, you could have easily gotten some televisions, which you could have easily flipped for money.
Oh, is he gonna read from the Bible?
What's that, Joe?
That's you in a dress? Oh.
Oh, no, that's J. Edgar Hoover.
And that's what goes wrong with you when you take a drink. Your brain goes wrong, your thinking goes wrong, and you go wrong.
And your
If they
skull
take
is
only
split
one
in
drink,
half.
Joe, and you lose your sense of caution. Your judgment is impaired. You just
If my skull splits in half, it'll mess my part up even worse.
Alcohol is not a stimulant. It's a narcotic. It dulls the brain.
It's not a
No.
No.
No, it's really not.
That's not right.
Well, if you don't remember anything else of his, remember this. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast, and their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel.
It's not getting through.
But do not dull thy palm with
No.
entertainment of each new hatched, unfledged comrade. Give every man thy ear.
Could you write
but
this
few
down?
Thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all.
What?
To thine own self be true.
What does animal breeding have to do with this?
He's just rambling now.
Thou canst
There
not
once
bend
was a
forth
bard from Nantucket.
to any man.
It's all connected.
All right, I'm writing you a prescription
Joe,
for Benzies. Yeah,
Remember that.
that'll get you
To
right.
thine own self be true.
I'm gonna make a new start, Judge. Thanks for putting me on the right.
My own self is a drinker.
I'm gonna have a crisis, a midlife crisis.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Suck it.
You actually fell for it.
I feel like we need an It's Always Sunny title card right about now. Joe's parents beat him to death.
Booty!
But he didn't get on the team.
Come in.
He's
That's
not
the whole
on the
point.
team.
This is the future.
We have a visitor, Judge.
Ooh, he's wearing his Christmas sweater.
Well, Joe, glad to see you. How have you been?
Oh, just fine, sir.
Good. You look
How's
at
the wife and
Do you
kids?
remember what I told you?
Well, I've learned a lot from what you said.
Oh, I've got a grandchild coming.
I'll never
It's
forget
like his
that.
hair's made of
I'm off
plastic. It's
cigarettes
just
and beer
so
forever. I'm
just
glad to hear
formed.
that, Joe. You've learned
Like
the
a
hard
like a Lego hair.
I hope others don't have to.
Exactly.
Thanks to
No,
you,
because
Judge.
Lego hair looks too
Home is a
good.
different
He's
place.
more like a Playmobil.
Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
your probation has ended.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Goodbye, sir. Thanks again.
He'll be back here in 2 weeks.
I want you to shoot
know,
him as soon as he gets out the front door.
Seeing that boy walk out of here and knowing the kind of lad he is, well, it makes you feel kind of warm and happy inside. Like saving a life.
A little tingly in the downstairs, watching him leave.
Should you be telling me this, sir? Oh, okay.
Just like J. Edgar Hoover would say,
Oh, God.
I hate to see it go.
look at the dump truck on that one.
Oh, wow.
There
Wow.
goes a good citizen. An upright and true man.
They'll never see him again.
I mean, true man is right. 'Cause that guy was at least 45.
Hey, how'd that prohibition go for you? Oh, it worked out terribly, didn't it?
Where does it get you?
Film publishing, where does it get you?
Where
in
does
my
what get me?
in my joints, every time it rains, that's where I really feel it. Oh yeah.
Doop, boop.
Or football. Are these guys on the team?
'Cause it's the football team from Durmstrang.
They are way too enthusiastic. I'm sorry. You went for a pep squad. Come on.
Agility,
That's not what this is, but okay.
stamina,
That's also not what this is,
Success
but okay.
spells ass. All
Judgment.
judgment as
Trilogy.
agility, stamina, judgment.
I got a question on the judgment
They
of anyone
are on
wearing
our
that.
side. Every good player has these three.
You will all
And
three
every
of these
player,
once you
every
have
student
traumatic
has
brain
the
injury
capacity
from
for
repeated
development of
concussions.
agility, stamina, and judgment. Here are our four friends. Herb, Betsy, Jean, and Bob. And agility, stamina, and judgment are their pals
Apparently
too.
their clothes are about
Well,
3
it's
times
not,
too big.
Debating society,
Course you rode in on.
or on stage for that senior play. Yes, even with our homework, agility, stamina, and judgment are required. There is mental
Should we
agility
really be
and
storing the
stamina
books
until
above
the
the
answer is
fireplace?
found,
Just
and judgment to be
Well, the
applied to
better
the
to
solution
burn
of other
them,
problems.
dear.
Again, it's like, what did people put in their hair?
Judgment is to be acquired through experience. You are
It looks like
acquiring this
it's
self-pilot.
like meringue. It was like baked on.
yeah, it really was back then.
It's just Vaseline.
Probably a whole bunch of other chemicals that are now banned.
bodies are constructed with a remarkable ability to perform. Consider our equipment. Levers for legs that can raise us, push us,
Are they wearing
slide in
like
a
clown
carried length
pants?
in countless
Jeez.
repetition, stamina, and those other levers, the arms, can push, pull, rotate in any given arc, pick up.
This is what
lay
like teenage
down,
boys did. They
hold
just
heavy
went
weight
out
for
and
a
started
long time.
roughhousing in the yard.
This is directed by the
Oh.
brain, whose chief
What's
function
happening?
is judgment.
20 years later. Oh.
Champions all. Champions all because they possess full coordination of mind and muscle. They have developed agility,
I can't stop.
stamina, judgment.
Ooh, that guy
These
did.
also are champions. Champions in all walks of life. And no matter what life work you will enter, agility, stamina, judgment must continue, must increase after your school days are over.
Oh, I don't know.
Our bodies are designed to throw off the invasion of alien bacteria. But one
Alien-
great
alien
hazard is
bacteria?
self-chosen. It is the invasion of alcohol.
What was going on in the
Physical
1950s?
instructor knows.
All right,
This is the space race.
quiet now. Jim, you handle the projector.
Oh, I'll handle it all right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while I was in training as an athletic instructor, I had to learn something of human anatomy.
Training.
Now, I want you all to watch these pictures.
You might find it disturbing.
Nobody really knows what life itself is.
What?
But we do know when a body moves, it is alive.
What?
All movement is caused by the chemical energy of food. You could see this only through a microscope. There are millions of cells.
This is
in
why
our
you
body.
don't have a gym.
Each cell can give
Yeah,
off
how-
energy. The cells work with each other, and they are organized into divisions of labor, which make the divisions of the
Yeah,
body.
honestly, like
Sometimes
Now,
sometimes
for
those
instance,
cells
here,
form a
the
union
muscles are
and
specialists to
strike.
perform the many things we have seen. The heart is a specialist to circulate the blood in cooperation with the arteries and veins. The muscles are guided by the nervous system, which is centered in the brain. Each system is a group of organs marshaled for
Yeah,
a
coaches
task.
make terrible
Each is
teachers,
highly
and they
dependent
always
on
force
the
them to
other,
teach, and
like
they're just
members of a team.
god awful at it.
The muscles need food, but they can't digest food. They get food from the digestive system. Everything we take in through our mouths must be digested or rejected. If not, this digestive
That's
system
why I
breaks
poop corn.
down, and we are sick. Scientists have learned through experiments that alcohol is not a stimulant like coffee or tea. It's a depressant.
See,
a
he,
narcotic,
there you go.
an
That's a little
anesthetic
better.
like
It's a
chloroform or
depressant, but it's not a narcotic. What are you talking about?
concentrations of alcohol in the blood.
Narcotics and
help create a false
depressants are
feeling
like
of heat and activity.
no.
And act directly on the nervous system. Next slide, please.
Wow, they actually had to take the giant slides out
If
back
several
there.
teaspoonfuls of pure
Amazing.
alcohol are taken, the healthy, normal stomach
Look at my
immediately
booty.
ejects it. Taken in diluted form, as in alcoholic beverages, the digestive system goes to work to get rid of it from the stomach.
That's why we have a picture of the back.
Alcohol almost immediately goes into the bloodstream, which tries to rid
Well, yeah,
itself of
because
this
you can't
waste.
have a shot from the
A
front.
portion is exhaled through the
Oh.
lungs.
He's not
some
wearing any
through the
clothes.
perspiration pores. Some
Think about it.
through oxidation of muscular
It
activity.
would get weird.
The blood carries alcohol to the brain, and the brain
Can't have the
controls the
children
nervous
seeing things.
The nerves are like a highly complicated telephone system which govern all our actions.
Now, if you want the alcohol
relay
to be
all
more
signals of the
effective,
brain.
instead of taking it
telephone our
orally,
decisions
I
and
recommend you try taking it
from
rectally. This is known as
If there are
boofing,
disturbances in
and it
headquarters, what
delivers
happens?
it directly into the bloodstream
Lights on,
and permeates the brain-blood barrier much, much
The
faster.
reaction is very much like going up in a plane. All right, Bob. Let's demonstrate it to them. If this pilot does not wear a respirator, what happens?
What?
Shortage of oxygen as the plane gains altitude does not at first affect the
It looks like
digestive
he
system
belongs
nor
in
the
a
muscles,
1980s
but
music
it does
video.
affect the nervous system. First, the high-functioning part of this pilot's brain has impaired his judgment. Still higher,
Less oxygen.
Oh, he's
less
higher.
Coordination of muscles. The nervous system can't direct them now. Still higher.
Mm-hmm.
He blanks out.
So this is a remedial course, right?
His awareness is temporarily gone. If the unguided plane
This
still
kid is
flies,
acting the hell out of it.
he can no longer breathe.
I mean, he is really taking this seriously.
Well, you know, the theater kids, I tell you.
Scientists have proved that the effect of concentrations of alcohol in the blood have these similar effects. One part of
cause you
alcohol
to see
1,000 parts of
leprechauns.
blood affects the brain with exhilaration.
Oh, give me back the
Same as
gold!
produced by laughing gas, a
I know you're thinking
temporary
about it.
feeling of warmth. 2
Oh,
parts,
no, another
the
one!
judgment faculties are impaired. Distances cannot be judged. 3 parts, control over muscles slackens. 5 parts, the drinker is dead drunk.
Narnia.
Over 5 parts, just dead. All right,
I'm
Jim.
just dropping things.
As we have seen, invasion of a small portion of alcohol does produce a false sensation of warmth and exhilaration. If the body is cold, the blood has retreated from the outside surface to protect vital organs. Ask any Arctic explorer. Ask any man who has to fight the extreme cold. For him, alcohol could bring temporary heat, but leave him more chilled than before. His reserves of heat are used up. Lights, please.
Women, on the other hand, no idea
Ask
what
any
it
Red
does. We
Cross
don't.
worker whether alcohol is prescribed in the manual. In the Red Cross manual, it says, never
How
give
come they all have
alcohol for
completely
shock.
different books?
It depresses and does not stimulate. When the judgment faculties are impaired, there is a delay in reaction time. All right, Herb, Bob, Harry, George. Let's make this simple experiment in neuromuscular reaction.
Shots.
The reaction is passed around this circle.
Oh, never mind.
Number 1 here starts the impulse by clenching his neighbor's fist tighter. Number 2, he receives the impulse, passes it on to the next. Number 3, and so on.
You're breaking my hand!
Just made all these guys hold hands.
Time for the impulse to travel. This is an experiment. What happens when one has a responsibility? Think it over. All right, boys, that's all.
That was a class? It was like... It was barely 5 minutes!
Come on,
I mean, that's all he's got.
Let's go out
That's
for a
as
drive.
far as the education goes, really.
That's all he knows, isn't it? That's...
Yep, that's it.
Well, driving a car is a heavy responsibility. You are permitted by your state authorities
My
to drive
God,
your
look at the
car
size of it.
because they consider you have the necessary agility, stamina, and judgment to handle it. It is fun to have speed under you, to go places quickly. To do this, you have developed 2 techniques of judgment: a driving skill, holding the car to your side of the road, and reaction with brake and accelerator. Good driving certainly means good judgment. You can't tell what the other fellow will do.
So fear everyone!
Reactions are the mechanism by which we survive. You must be capable of quick reaction.
Wow.
Here.
Wow.
It's like the greatest job ever, I guess.
This is the age of electronics, radar, and atomic energy, of machinery and speed. And this is a graveyard of this age, a graveyard with coffins. The reason for these demises, the slowing of the eye and the ear. The reason for this slowing, drinking, driving. It can happen to you if you make a wrong choice. Speaking of choice, we choose our own food. As free people, we have freedom of choice.
No, we have
It is
the
strictly
illusion
up to
of,
you
freedom,
what you
of the
put
freedom
into
of
your own
choice.
mouth. We all go to school. We all are loyal to our own classes and our own crowd, but that doesn't prevent us from being individuals.
Yeah, it does.
Our great men
We
said,
must follow the crowd.
temperance in all good things, self-discipline, ability to rule oneself. The wise men of Greece asked, why not use our equipment so that our life goals are achieved?
Yeah, but Greek guys were having like
Xenophon said,
orgies and shit.
Temperance
Oh,
means
God,
moderation in healthful
Yeah,
indulgence.
no.
Abstinence from things harmful.
I mean, they thought people saw because of like rays we shot out of our eyes. I mean.
Say, I got my new blue suit today. For the prom.
I'm not even eating. What is that?
Hot dog?
What?
And a pretzel?
I just came up to a bar and just eating snacky cake.
Why, I thought the last time you made a hit with him. Remember when we double dated?
You made the hit.
Here they come. Here they are.
You killed that entire bar.
Swell.
Well, thank you.
Well, so does
Whee!
Betsy.
Thank you very much.
Let's go. Here. Hey, you're not taking Jean this time. Why not? Gee.
Oh,
The last
man.
time I took her, you remember what happened.
Oh, man. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll have a good time. We're gonna have a party.
Small party. Yeah.
Where's my date?
I'm glad. Hey, who's the date? My date.
Oh shit.
Oh. Oh, here you are.
Oh,
No.
she's yeah.
She is 3 seats to the wind.
Wow.
Well, she'd got to be to even go out with him. I mean,
That's true. I mean,
One little bit too much, and that's how
I mean,
she
look at
acts.
him.
A fella has pride. Jean was only imitating her older sister. Wanted to show off. Yeah, maybe. Older people claim they should drink for 2 reasons. One, to be sociable,
And some older people claim that they should drink to relieve their troubled mind.
look at us. Do we need any stimulants to make us
Oh,
sociable?
you will
When we
eventually.
have a good time, we want to know about it.
Seems to be right.
wait, but alcohol
Yeah, our
isn't a
clothes, our own
stimulant.
lingo,
You
our
just
own-
sat
and
through a
your own
lecture.
refreshments.
You made us
Right.
sit through a lecture
Right.
about how it's not
All
a
this talk
stimulant.
About troubled mind.
You
Why bring on
empty
trouble by
suit
drinking?
covered in Brill cream.
You don't want to be a bum sport. How's that? At a party, you can limit yourself to 1 drink. You can be a 1-drink man. All right, have it your way. Suppose
I'd
you
rather
do
be a
take one
girl drink drunk.
Just for a minute, suppose you do. What happens?
Girl drinks.
Proud of yourself now? Suppose your parents find out you drink. They won't approve, will they? Careful. No,
Floor is lava.
You mustn't let Dad know.
This
He'll
is like
have
a
fit.
stage
Mother will watch
set.
you like a hawk.
Yeah.
They'll suspect you from now on. They won't trust you.
Waiting for a woman in all white
Oh,
to
you
appear
think
and
you're
try and
feeling
sell him a new
fine.
dishwasher.
Just fine. Don't kid
Wait,
yourself.
is that just
That
a
tongue is
naked
like
light bulb
sandpaper.
above the sink?
Milk?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Awfully good drink, milk.
Mm.
Do you know that our entire country spends 4 times as much for alcohol as it does for milk? And 3 times as much for drinks of alcohol
Okay, we've heard
as
about
it
the
does for the entire
dairy
system of education,
and they're pushing.
including colleges. What has that to do with you? Bring it down to cases. Can you afford it? Any way you
It's
look
curdled.
at it, can your family afford it with their budget?
The unpasteurized milk.
I like my milk with pulp.
Entirely out of proportion to what you get. Yes, entirely too much money. Better think hard about it. You've got your future to consider.
Are you,
There's a lot
are
ahead.
you breaking the
What
fourth
about
wall?
Your own environment and your own development for agility.
I want a
stamina,
malted milk.
And
Malted
judgment. Look,
I want a
boys.
hot dog
No matter what profession you choose, you can't make good by using
and a
alcohol.
pretzel.
Yeah. Where does it get you?
What if you're a distiller?
It doesn't get you anywhere. If you want agility, stamina, and judgment, upon which your success depends.
Oh, thank goodness.
So
Wow,
it's
that
okay
was
to drink
bad.
if you don't have agility, stamina, or judgment already. All right, check. Cool. Glad to remember that. Cool.
Cool.
I'm so glad that they singled out like these 4 kids and we hardly spent any time with them.
Yeah, it made it feel like we were going to be following them, but we followed them to a lecture, and then
To another
and went
lecture.
Just remember, if you drink too much, you might wind up making a film like that.
Yeah. I don't know what it was back then, but I don't know why the fashion was like wear a tent. Everything was like 3 sizes too big. It was like This is like just hanging off
Because
you.
you bought one suit and then you kept it for life.
They wanted to join the Turtle Club. Something's wrong with this. It's got all these weird, like, extra shades of black and white that I'm not used to seeing.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Why couldn't we have an LSD Department of Education?
We're gonna have to change the music because it's gonna get caught through the filter because it did when I put it up.
You have no idea what we're actually listening to.
It's like, really? Wetzel Whitaker, now that's a name. Oh, wait, see, Whitaker there? Yeah, nepotism. Nepotism.
A little bit.
Never been thrown out of a bowling alley before. That was exciting.
This is my car. I call her Christine.
Did they just leave the car running? Because he didn't really start it. It just sort of went.
Do we have to have it so loud? Thank you. Okay.
I've invented a new game. I call it Hoop Sphere.
Doesn't seem possible that Mike's so big and so
Oh,
grown up.
oh my.
Seems only
Please
yesterday
context.
he was riding his tricycle out there. And now here he is in high school, interested in
Are
sports.
those two white spots next to her a demon standing behind her?
Wonder if Mike's
It's
a
very
kid.
possible.
I mean, seriously.
Just the glint of its eyes visible?
I don't think so.
Try them.
It's the coffee machine.
Still, his father was pretty interested in girls. But Mike seems to take after my
Oh.
So he's interested in boys.
How you doing, Beef?
Stop that! You'll break something.
This wood paneling costs money, son.
Dare leave that ball lying around. If you do, I'll hide it.
Come on. It's all you and Dad could say. Stop this and stop that.
Well, I have to. If someone around here didn't put the brakes on, the place would be a shambles. But I love you.
Mom.
Did I buy like
I'm going
Oreos
down
and
to
just
the
put them in
drive-in for root
a
beer.
jar instead of the package?
Be back
That's
about
awfully extra. Yeah.
That's what cookie jars are for.
Who are you going with, Mike?
Hal and Blaine, I guess.
Well, why don't you invite them over here for root beer? There's plenty in the fridge.
Root
Guys got to get out of the house once in a while. What's wrong with Hal and Blaine, anyway?
I have nothing against those boys, but I've heard stories about
Uh,
their reputation.
yeah, uh-huh.
If you're going out with their kind, you should be
Oh,
able to
their
control
kind. Oh.
Ah, just rumors. They're good guys. Quit worrying, Mom. I'll be home early.
It's not like they're in a weird cult or anything.
No, it's because they're not.
What's Mom worrying about? I can handle Hal and Blaine. Trouble is, you never know what those characters will come up with next. Man, they're a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Wonder how come mothers know so much.
Oh, God.
Mom seems to have a regular built-in
Starting to
radar
get
when it
wrinkles.
comes to finding things
Scales. They're starting to show.
out. But she's okay.
Soon I will join the deep ones.
It's a magical car summoning trombone.
Wow.
Let's see. I was thinking about something else, but
Yeah, everybody in the front seat.
Not even gonna use a signal. Passing on the right.
We don't even need to
I
be.
know your name.
See, here's the thing. You don't need to be drunk to just be a bad driver.
Oh, it's freestyle jazz.
Wow. It's the freestyle jazz. That's what does it.
Hey, the cop!
It's the Popo.
It's the Popo.
Hi, we're just good, clean cut boys.
Oh, see, he gave him the white power symbol. Yep, that's how they know.
Where did they even find? Oh wait, no, that's root beer. I'm like, right?
Is
that
it
real beer? Is that real beer? I'm like, where did they find real beer in Provo?
Oh, it's gonna.
No, it's root beer. At a big boys? No.
That's a big boy.
Is this about the dangers of caffeine? Because I'm gonna be real upset if it is.
My mother told me there'd be days like
There'd be days like this, my mama said.
There you go, fellas. Anything else?
Yeah. Matter of fact, there is.
Oh, God.
What time you get off work, Dolly?
Long past your bedtime, Sonny.
Yeah, babe, but how about me? No kidding. Wouldn't you like to meet 3 fine men?
Yeah, but where are they?
Hey, I like you. Seriously, when do you get off?
Sorry, Duke. The Duchess is going out with the prince tonight.
Nice.
Wow.
How'd you like her anyway?
Hit her with the car. Do it. I'm the sleep paralysis demon in the back seat.
Never mind. Let's drop to Harpersville. I know some wild girls up there that make this one look like an Airedale.
A what?
What say, Mike?
An Airedale.
Well, I don't
It's a type of dog.
Promise Mom I'd be
Wow.
early. You promised. Oh. I never promised my mom nothing. She's glad if I even come home at all.
Kind of sad.
They'll be 31 with the tax.
31? I don't have that kind of money.
$31 back then?
No, 31 cents.
Serious? I don't have
Oh.
that kind of money. Do you have that kind of money, Mike? All I got is Confederate
What?
money, sugar.
What?
Will that do? Keep the change, Princess.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Come again.
Hey, they're my money. Don't be so mercenary.
Wow.
I mean, the white power symbol, the Confederate money, it tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. She pissed in her drinks, I hope.
Yankees.
Huh? What?
She called them Yankees. She has a southern accent, but they didn't, so it was a joke about the Confederate money.
Man, this is living. A fast car, a good old hound plane. Not a thing.
And yeah, you're gonna die.
Of course, there's Mom at home worrying about me. She's got nothing to worry about. I can handle these guys. Nobody can make old Mike do anything.
This is a
he
prequel to Psycho, isn't it?
I don't know much
Mama's
about
at home.
wild girls. Might be educational, though.
Demons loose.
Oh, what?
Man, this house drives fast. Especially around these curves. Gives me the jumps.
Step on it, man. We haven't done all night.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Is this guy wacky or something? Here I am just barely making these turns now, and he says step
Why are you listening to him?
There's no way of knowing.
I'll show him.
Is it raining?
He doesn't know it, but after we pick up the girls, we're heading for Eagle City to get some
The
beer.
rowers keep on
Then
rowing.
we'll see what kind of a big talker he is.
There's no sign that they are slowing.
What's the matter with both of these guys? Are they nuts or something?
Put in the chicken head right here.
I'll use the chicken from the last woman on Earth.
The knife chicken?
Yeah, the knife chicken just goes.
I still want that as a t-shirt, just saying.
No suspension left.
Nope.
Not even disbelief.
Hey, there she is now. Guess the others haven't come yet. Get back, she's coming this way.
Welcome to the Dutch house.
Oh, you guys. Oh, she knows him. And I'm like, that's kind of rude.
Maggie, I want you to meet a couple buddies. This is Mike Miller, and this twerp here is Blaine Hall.
Hey, what, you hot dog? Do you know what those darn guys did? They dropped my tip in this mold and expect me to fish it out.
We don't tip like that.
We don't tip at all.
You want Mike and I should go creamer?
You two go ahead, I'll,
Oh, those are the kind of men that will kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are good
Oh, honey.
customers. Oh, goody, here come Sue and Jackie.
Oh.
Now we can have some fun.
Aren't you working?
Sue and Jackie, I'd like you to meet Hal and Mike and Blaine.
Hi.
I'm with Hal. Oh, this is great. Listen, kids, I'm off shift now, so I'll go put on my face and be right back.
This isn't my
Don't
real
everybody move,
face.
and we'll have a ball.
I need to take
Come on,
my
Hal, I want you to meet
face
my boss.
off.
Hey, baby, sit right here.
All right, I will.
Man, how does a guy get involved in a crazy deal like this?
You're awfully quiet.
These chicks are not the greatest. I can't believe Susan's
How
kind
dare
of
my
girl.
friends take me out for an evening and
Wonder if I ought to call Mom.
we drove possibly
sit
slightly
parked in
too
the front of the
fast
car.
and
Tell
we
her I'll be a
drank
little later
sugary drinks and now we're associating with the other sex and it's too much. I gotta run away.
I gotta call my mama.
I gotta call my mom. Pick me up, please.
Hello, operator. I'd like to place a call to
No.
Oakland. The number there is Hillcrest 44381.
Hey Mom, I just I wanted to tell you I'm about to punch my V card. Just a heads up.
Hey,
Maybe make
come
me a
on, vote
cake
for us.
tomorrow.
Your number, please.
He already gave it to you. Why were you listening? Dun dun dun.
His fate is sealed.
Listen, I got the greatest idea. Let's beat it up to Eagle City. I know we can get some beer.
Oh, yeah.
Beer. How about it, Mike?
Well, I don't know. Why don't we stay here and drag Maine? This seems
Drag
like a cool
Maine?
place.
I thought so. The powder puff. What's the matter, buddy? You chicken?
Listen, Hal.
Mike is not chicken, are you, Mike? And just to prove it, he's going
Wow.
along to Eagle City and have just one little teeny
Wow.
tiny beer.
Wow.
Let's start out of this place.
She is way too...
Go. Go. Wait a minute.
Pronto, lads, lassies, let's go.
They're all gonna die, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they're all
They're all dead.
Still sitting 3 guys in the front and now 3 girls in the back because that would be. Oh no, okay. At least
yeah.
they shuffled it up a little bit. That's
Now there's 4 in the back.
What am I gonna do now? I don't want any beer. I don't want it forced on
just
me.
have some Milwaukee Light. It's
What do you do
basically
when a guy
water
calls you
anyway.
chicken? That's a bad word. What am I gonna say when old Hal sticks that bottle of beer
Drop
in
it
my hand?
accidentally.
I'd like to hit him with it, but
Oh no! Oops, slipped out of my hands. There you go. Now no one gets to drink. And then you get to go home safely.
Where in the world is
And
that
Carmen Sandiego.
If I wait John, he'll be furious with him. And yet, 1 o'clock. He said he'd be home at 10. It isn't like Mike not to.
9 whole hours, lady.
Oh, I wish he wouldn't go with that Hal and Blaine. What if he's hurt? Maybe
You
I
know,
better call
mothers
the
worry
hospital.
about this whether you're gone like 5 minutes or like 20 years.
No,
I'm
that
just
would wait,
saying,
John.
Yeah, true.
it's just the default position. Just.
John, dear. John,
No.
He is now.
What's the matter?
It's past 1 o'clock and Mike isn't home yet. He said he'd be home by 10. Oh, John.
Have you tried calling his cell phone?
Dad, he's a good boy.
Don't worry. By the time when he comes home,
He's probably down at the library.
Don't worry, he's tagged. He's tagged. We'll track him down.
1 o'clock?
Oh, Daddy's awake now. Ooh, you're in trouble.
he's gonna hunt you down like a dog.
Hey, where do you kids think you're going this time of night?
It's not where we're going, officer. It's where we've been. We've just come from a church social.
Oh.
At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, then
What?
drive careful.
That
What?
cop sounds like he's drunk.
Yeah.
Where do you kids think you're going?
Church social, my eye.
It's not worth it. It's alright, it's good.
All right, all in. Oh, I'm not having any facts about the car. Ryder.
Tell you guys what, you go on in. Sue and I want to talk.
Talk? That's the best one I ever heard.
Yeah, baby, let's talk.
Stop it, Tarzan. When I want to hear from you, I'll rattle your
Oh
cage.
my! Wow.
Okay. You two stay here. The owner's a friend of mine who thinks I'm 21. He'll sell me some
I'm
beer
actually
and we'll
21 and a half.
Don't be gone too long. It's getting late.
Oh, that's right. We gotta get you home to Mother.
One more crack like
They
that,
cut
and
off
I'll
beer
mop up the
sales at
street.
1:30, so you better hurry. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, buddy. I'm sorry.
How did I ever get mixed up with this bunch of creeps? Dad'd have a fit if he knew where I was and who I was with. Probably will anyway. I don't know what spell this Peggy has over me. This Mike's cute, but he's probably wild. If he tries anything, I'll just die. Nice evening, huh?
Yeah, it is. Man, if I ever heard a hint, this girl probably nicks like crazy. Well, I'll fool her. I wonder what's holding those guys up.
I believe that's him now.
You'll never believe it. We met Andy Warhol and he gave us all
boy.
paintings of soup.
Beer. Beer. Ugh. I can't think of anything worse.
Really? You can't think of anything worse than beer.
I don't know if you
Oh,
tried
God.
most beer.
I mean, I'm saying, in the fullness of the universe,
Here you go. 2 cans.
if beer is the worst thing you got, I'm just...
We'll open our own. Okay, so you do it yourself. You two get started and we'll be out in a minute. There's a crazy guy in there doing card tricks. It's wild, man.
Besides, these two would rather talk.
Wow, card tricks?
It's the amazing Jonathan.
Oh.
Don't open it. Just cut.
Brewed by our original process
Wow.
from the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt.
Well, what are hops?
No
It's
idea.
what bunnies do.
Stuff that gives it the kicker, I guess. Have you ever noticed how a beer
I
can
don't know how to open it.
A beer
Oh
can
my God!
What about me?
Yeah, in funny little streets.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh
I
my!
was just thinking, how many cans of beer do you suppose are being opened all over the world right now? Right this very minute.
Well,
I will have
probably
to consult the
thousands.
oracle to get
Germany
that
and
one.
Switzerland.
Yeah, and Holland, and Luxembourg. Okay, buddy, this is it. What are you gonna do now? If you punch a hole in this can, you've got to drink some of the stuff. And if you don't, this little chick here will think you're a real clod.
Claude Rains.
Dad could see me now.
What a spot to be in. I don't any more want to drink than fly to the moon. Boy, how I wish I
If
was
only we were telepathic and could hear
What a
one another's thoughts.
little old me with a can
Or
of
we had
beer.
some sort of organs
Yet, if I
used for
don't
communicating out of
Michael
our
think I'm
heads.
chicken. Wish I
I mean,
could
these
see what
are a
Daddy
lot
would
of
do in
just
a situation
awkward
like this.
silence between everyone.
I'll call him and tell him I'm
Isn't it
okay.
lucky that these are the two that were
Bet
paired
he's in
together?
a tizzy.
Yeah, yeah. What would I do?
I'd go in and watch
What-
the guy
what-
doing
what
card
would you do?
tricks.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Hello? Oh,
Well, what What are you waiting for?
You chicken?
Aren't you gonna open it?
The little lush. Can't
Wow.
wait to get drunk. Your father's probably a drunk too.
Yeah, sure.
If you're going out with their kind, you should be able to control the circumstances.
Listen to your mom.
You know something, Sue? I'll open your can of beer, but I'm not gonna open one for me.
You're not? You're not?
That's right. I don't drink.
Oh, I don't either. I hate beer and wine and any kind of liquor.
If you don't like beer and the rest of that stuff, you better get on the phone and call that senior citizen of yours and tell him you'll be home soon.
You mean Dad? I'd rather talk to Mom.
This ought to hold us for a while. You guys drink yours?
No, and we're not going to drink yours either, Hal.
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
That's right, Hal.
We're
How
gonna
do you
leave
like
you
that?
here.
We drive all
You
the way
squares.
up here and... Looks like you and me are gonna have to kill most of this.
How terrible. More beer for us.
Funny thing, Hal, but I kind of got a pain right here on my side, and, well, maybe we better skip this time. Do you mind, Hal?
Oh, I'll take a can. I hear it's great to wash your hair and...
Listen, we gotta drink it. I can't take it back in there after all the trouble I had getting it. Well, that guy'll think I'm a...
Go ahead and say it. Chicken. Sue and I have got to make a couple phone calls.
Gonna be married.
Gotta get an Uber.
Yep.
Now they probably are calling to get married. They sat alone in a car at 1 o'clock in the morning unsupervised.
Yep, it's over if they don't.
Yep.
I'll take it back. Everybody knows I'm chicken. Besides, I want to get my money back.
Oh, that kid will never walk out of there.
18 cents that beer cost.
Well,
the call they were making was to drop a dime on the barkeep that was selling beer to underage minors because they're a bunch of narcs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember that whole thing that I want to do, the bit of going through a drive-through and just somebody's asking, "Hi, can I take your order?" And I go, "Yeah, can I get some booty?"